The Galactic Council's emergency session had been ongoing for 7 standard hours. Representatives from 12 species sat in stunned silence as the analysis report from the captured human vessel continued to unfold on their displays. What they had initially dismissed as primitive technology was revealing itself to be something far more terrifying. Commander Vex of the Altarian fleet shifted uncomfortably in his biosuit as the lead analyst. Dr. Nim presented the next phase of findings. The human ship, designated as the UES Defiant, had been drifting in space for 3 cycles before their salvage teams had brought it aboard their research station. The redundancy systems are unlike anything we have encountered, Dr. Nim announced, his tentacles quivering with nervous energy. When we disabled their primary power core, 17 backup systems activated simultaneously. When we destroyed those, another layer of emergency protocols engaged. The ship continued operating at 60% efficiency with systems we had not even detected. Elder Khan from the Hive Collective leaned forward. How is this possible? Our scans showed only basic fusion reactors. That was our first mistake, Dr. Nim replied, his voice carrying an edge of fear. The humans designed their technology to appear less threatening than it actually is. Every system has a system beneath it. Every weapon has 3 hidden functions. Every defensive measure masks an offensive capability. The holographic display shifted to show the ship's weapon systems. What appeared to be simple kinetic projectile launchers revealed themselves to be far more sophisticated. The ammunition could be reconfigured mid-flight, transforming from armor-piercing rounds to electromagnetic pulse bursts to self-replicating nanobotic swarms. With unwessel But they can also launch gravitational disruptors, quantum entanglement bombs, and something our computers cannot even classify. The humans have labeled it simply as planet crackers. A collective shudder ran through the assembly. The Galactic Council had spent millennia developing weapons of precision and efficiency. The concept of deliberately destroying entire worlds was beyond their comprehension. Ambassador Lex from the Crystalline Union spoke up, her voice harmonizing with crystalline overtones. What about their defensive capabilities? Surely they follow conventional patterns. Dr. Nim's expression darkened further. Their armor plating adapts to incoming threats in real time. Energy weapons strengthen it. Kinetic impacts make it harder. It learns from each attack and becomes more resistant. But that is not the most disturbing discovery. The display zoomed in on what appeared to be empty space around the ship's hull. Suddenly, barely visible energy signatures became apparent, forming complex geometric patterns. The humans have weaponized their defensive fields, Dr. Nim explained. What we initially identified as standard deflector shields are actually multi-dimensional weapon systems. They can extend outward for thousands of kilometers, creating zones of altered space-time that trap enemy vessels, compress matter into singularities, or simply delete objects from existence. The silence in the chamber was absolute.
Several
representatives had begun unconsciously backing away from the displays, as if the images themselves posed a threat. General Tor of the War Council finally found his voice. How do they power these systems? Our calculations suggest the energy requirements would exceed the output of most stellar reactors. They carry their own stars, Dr. Nim replied simply. Contain stellar cores, artificially sustained and controlled. But even that pales compared to what we found in their data cores. The display shifted again, showing tactical databases and strategic planning documents. The translation algorithms had worked for hours to decipher the human military doctrine, and what they revealed sent waves of terror through the assembled representatives. The humans do not fight wars to win territory or resources, Dr. Nim explained. They fight wars to end the possibility of future wars. Their strategic planning extends not just to defeating enemies, but to ensuring those enemies never pose a threat again. They call it total strategic elimination. The tactical documents revealed human military thinking that was alien in its completeness. Every strategy included provisions for fighting enemies they had never encountered, using weapons they had not yet built in battles that might not occur for centuries. They prepare for conflicts with species that do not yet exist, Dr. Nim continued. Their war colleges run simulations against theoretical enemies with capabilities purely hypothetical. They design countermeasures for weapons that exist only in mathematical models. Ambassador Lex's crystalline form dimmed noticeably. Are you suggesting they have prepared strategies for fighting us? Dr. Nim nodded grimly. For fighting all of us. Simultaneously, the data suggests they have been observing galactic civilizations for decades, cataloging our technologies, our tactics, our weaknesses. Every member species of the Council has a dedicated threat assessment file in their databases. The revelation struck the Assembly like a physical blow. The humans had not stumbled into galactic space by accident. They had been watching, learning, preparing. There is more, Dr. Nim added, though his voice now carried barely above a whisper. The ship we captured is not a warship. According to the classification codes we discovered, it is a scout vessel, reconnaissance unit designed for information gathering and first contact protocols. The implications hung heavy in the chamber. If a reconnaissance vessel carried weapons capable of destroying planets and defenses that could delete matter from existence, what capabilities might their actual warships possess? Elder Khan stood slowly, his massive form casting shadows across the assembly. What do you recommend, Dr. Nim? The analyst looked around the chamber, meeting the frightened gazes of representatives from the most powerful civilizations in the galaxy. When he spoke, his words carried the weight of species survival. We recommend immediate and unconditional surrender. Before they realize we took one of their ships,